Look at that. That is all capped honey. This other side has a little bit to go. Hey everyone, it's the middle of May. People are wanting honey. I think we're about ready to get some honey, but we're going to check these hives first. These are some of our newer hives. You see they just have the one super on them. Back behind y'all, I've got other hives that have 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got like 8 or 9 honey supers. So we'll be checking those for actual a honey harvest today as well. But we're just going to check the strength of these real quick, see if we need to add any honey supers to them. All right, let's get to it. There we got bees on top. No, this was added not too long ago, so we're not going to need to add anything to it. I'll pull out of the middle frame. It's not heavy at all. You can see the bees on it. We've got nectar in there though. They're putting stuff in it. It's getting drawn out well, but yeah, they've got a ways. This was some drawn out comb from last year's honey, and yeah, this was one of our splits. But we're just going to check them. We check them once a week just to make sure. See if they need anything. This one doesn't. We'll move on to the next. Yeah, so these are starting to fill out. They're starting to draw this one out. Not that well, but that one there, you can see we have drawn comb. We also have some capped honey. I'm going to put this one right here so we can get this next one. Yeah, next one's heavy. So there they are. They're putting it in. We got capped honey all around. They've also drawn this out real thick because we're doing 9-frame supers. You see the capped honey there, and they're just adding on. Is that in there? Yep. But this one's starting to draw out. This one is not drawn out, not drawn out, not drawn out. This one's starting to. The backside is not. So, yeah, we could say we have possibly total of 4 frames that are not drawn out. So we'll wait just a tad bit, wait a little while to add it in, or add another one, actually. These are our newest splits. You see they don't have a box on them, so we're going to check these and see if they need one. Nope, not yet. So these were 5-frame nooks that were expanded into 10-frame, and they still haven't drawn out some of the frames. They're working. You see they're connecting this one. They're doing well. We got eggs all through here. We got eggs everywhere. And that is just a complete open frame. Have some capped brood there. We have a queen cup. And that queen cup has nothing in it. Like a little practice cup. But we have larva and capped brood. Few eggs on that side. The whole frame on the other side. The other half of the frame is eggs. All right. They're good to go. Not a very strong hive because it's very new. Also, half the bees, it didn't look like there's a lot of bees in it, but half of them are out foraging right now as well. So it is a bit hot to have a jacket on. Even the one I have is well ventilated. It is still way hot. So the bees haven't been aggressive, but if they were, I'd smoke them. And if I get stung 2, 3, 5 times, that's better than me being out here by myself and falling out from heat stroke. Drawing it out. Don't have anything in it yet. Oh yeah. Tons of brood. Tons of brood. They're still drawing some of these frames out. Brood, eggs, some drone. Lots of brood though. Lots of brood, cat brood. So I think we're going to go ahead and add a super to this one. I think I'm just going to make this one. I'm not going to put a honey or a queen excluder on it. I'm just going to make this a medium-sized brood box. Just try to get this one to strengthen up. There's a lot of talk in our local bee community down here in Mobile County, Alabama, that bees really don't need sugar or any type of feed during our regular winters, which is in the 50s, if they have ample stores. And one of the thought processes is a deep may not be enough to allow them to store up for a complete winter, but yet a deep and a super will. That'll be just enough for them that you won't have to feed them. Well, we didn't have to feed much last year, and we only run single deeps. But we had some strong hives. I'm not saying that they didn't get down, on their stores, but I'm going to try it. We got these two back here that have a queen excluder on them. So this one's actually for capturing honey. This one's actually for capturing honey. But with doing this one without a queen excluder, this is going to be another brood chamber right here, just a medium brood chamber. I've got some others set up like that, so we're going to see how that works this year, this winter. Some people, it works in their area. In our county, you can drive an hour from the coast to the north part of the county, and the temperature range could, in the wintertime, could vary almost 20 degrees, 15 to 20 degrees from the coast all the way to the north part of the county line. So if it's 50 down there, it's 30 up here. So, they might be able to get out and forage a little earlier down south, or during the winter, there's some off blooms when we have these 70-degree days come through in January. We might not get them up here. So we're just going to try this out, see how this works for us. All right, this is one that we actually, the only one that we overwintered with a medium frame on it. And it was strong, and this may show how strong it was too, because once the weather changes, they start getting pollen, things like that, and this queen starts laying. Well, she's laying in a lot more chambers. And look, we've got three honey supers on this one. So let's see. Ooh, they are piled up. Out of all my hives, this one is the spicy one. We put this super on not too long ago. I can tell they're still repairing it, drawing it, so they're not putting anything in it. Oh, they have sealed it though. Clean this burr comb off. We will save every bit of this. This goes to waxing our new frames to make sure that these have a good wax frame to draw out anytime we get new frames. Also, I have since we do markets, we do farmers markets and things like that where we'll sell honey, sell Mimi's homemade soaps, pasture raised pork, lamb. We do cuts of meat with the lamb and the pigs we raise. We'll meet a lot of woodworkers and stuff, and they'll ask about some beeswax. And oh yeah, we got some good capped honey up on this one. Starting to get capped on this one. They're not quite completely capped yet. Nor is this one, but they are getting there. Some of these frames are stuck on with the burr comb. Take some of this burr comb off real quick. Oh, there was a bee in that one. It's stinging, but it startled me more than anything. Almost like grabbing something hot. Look at that. That is all capped honey. This other side has a little bit to go. Yeah, completely capped. Both sides. It's a lot of honey. Let's go all the way to this end. Almost capped. That one's capped. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this one for some honey. Actually, no. I'm going to wait. Yep. I'm going to wait so we can pull it all together. I'm not in that big of a hurry to get honey right now. I mean, we're out. We can stand to have some to sell, but I think I'll wait till this box here is about done. Here, this is just a little spacing tool to space non-frame. This is a 10 frame box, but to be able to space non-frames evenly. All right, so I know that honey is in here. Down here, I've got 7 frames of capped honey. Now, I can also let it dry out a little bit more. There's a moisture content you want to be below when harvesting honey. Now, I didn't take any of the measurements or anything, but I know if I just leave it in here longer, it'll dry out longer. Also, so far, this is the only box I have, and I don't want to have to break this box out, put another box on, break out my honey extractor, and do all the cleaning and sanitizing of bottles and jars and everything I have to do just to get that one box. Once we get a couple more boxes, it'll make it worth my while, because I have to do it in the soap shanty, and Mimi sometimes thinks I might get in her way with that. Who knows? But we're going to check the others, and then we'll see what we get.
All right, so we've looked at all the other hives, all the other boxes, and that one box was the only one that had anything that was worth harvesting. We're not going to break out all this stuff and sanitize everything just to harvest that one box and then have to clean up. So we're just going to wait a little while longer, let these cap over. There's still a great honey flow. They're still bringing it in, so we know it won't be long. All right, guys, that's it for us. Y'all take care.
Did you know we have a small business? Be sure to check out our website at mimiandpoppy'splace.com. Mimi and Poppy's Place, where we understand your skin's story.